Okay guys, I'm going to tell you another wee pattern that may do well for the salmon and the Dollaghan. If you want to give it a wee go. The hook I have on the face is a size 12 partridge period double. The thread that I'm going to start off tying the fly with is uni thread 80 in white. So I'm simply just going to come in and knock a few turns of thread on behind the eye of the hook, then remove the waste tag of the thread. Now the tag on the fly is an oval silver tinsel and small. So I'm just going to catch this in underneath, bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook, and then I'm just going to run my thread down, tying this in. Now I'm just going to bring my thread down till slightly past the point of the hook, and then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel. And on the 5th turn, I'm just going to bring it up and in between the 2 hooks, follow it around with a turn to hold and a couple of turns to secure, and then we can come in and just trim this away. And there's a hot butt at the back of the fly, and that's going to be Glow Bright Floss number 14, this nice blue. So just come up, get this levelled up, offer it up to the hook, turn to hold, and a couple of nice tight turns to secure it in your Glow Bright Floss. Now I'm just going to run the thread up and cast this white thread off. There, come in with my whip finishing tool and just do in a couple of turn whip finish, pull the thread tight, then come in and trim it away. Now we can come around with our Glow Bright Floss. I just take about 4 turns of Glow Bright Floss up the hook, back down with 4, back up with 4. Just wee bits of it coming away there, that's okay. Just keep it tight and come in, just do in a 2 turn whip finish, nice and tight, and then come in and trim that away. Just before I put the UV resin on the tag, just want to come in and take away these wee frayed ends off the Glow Bright Floss, because that'll cause me an issue when I go to put the UV resin on. So just make sure that they're all away. Maybe a good idea, if you like to, you can give your Glow Bright Floss like a wax before you tie it on, but I don't usually do that. Anyway, the tag, just want to come in with a wee tiny drop of UV resin onto the Glow Bright Floss. Then I'm just going to come around and just spread this around with my needle. Now, just want it on the Glow Bright Floss. I don't need to put it on till the oval silver tinsel tag. I just think it's secured in enough. You can put it on if you want. That's what you want to do, put it onto the tag, but I don't. So just come in with your torch, get your UV resin dried. Now, just to finish the fly off, the thread that I'm going to use is a uni thread 80 black. So just offer this up to the hook and tie it on where you cast off your white thread. Now, just run this down, tie it up against your tag. You can remove the waste tag of the thread. The tail on the fly is golden pheasant crest feather, and I have 2 just to beef it up a wee bit. Just offer this up to the hook, just come around with a couple of loose turns to get it on top, and then you can pull it into the length that you like. Just want to see. Okay, that's enough for me there. So just going to run my thread up now nice and tight. I want to try and keep the body as smooth as I possibly can. So just going to run the thread up to there, and then I'm just going to come in and trim away the excess of the golden pheasant crest feather. Bring my thread up over the cut ends, back down a couple of turns. Now, the rib on the fly can be oval silver tinsel, but I'm just going to use a silver wire. This is just a silver wire and small. Just think the fly lasts a bit longer. So just going to offer this up underneath the hook, much like the way I did for the oval silver tinsel tag. And then just keeping it underneath. Run your thread down, tight up against your tail. Body on the fly is going to be a silver holographic tinsel. So I'm just going to take a length of this off. We'll offer this up to the hook. Now, I want the silver holographic tinsel on top. Just put it in the length of the body. And then just work your thread up, tying in the silver holographic tinsel. And then just simply come round with one nice clean turn at the back. And then one turn slightly overlapping the other. Now this silver holographic is a large. Yep, it's a large. Just wanted to check for you there. Just the labels ripped off it. So anyway, get up to this point, the end of your body, a couple of turns just to secure off the tinsel. Then come in and trim away the excess. Now we can bring up a rib, which is a silver wire. Making 4 turns of the silver wire, nice and tight. I'm going to protect your body up to there. Bring your wire up, follow it across with your thread. And nice tight turns of thread now. Secure it in your wire. Then you can just bend and break away. Now, the wing on the fly is going to be a grey squirrel tail dyed blue. So just come in, take enough for your wing, come in, trim it away. Now I'm going to stack this. So I'm just going to take all the rubbish away from the bottom. I put it in the stagger tip first. And it goes, and it's going to give us a rattle on the arm of mature. And all the tips have lined up. You just take it out of your hair stagger. You can have the wing, it's always a personal preference. You can have it long, you can have it short. I'm just going to have mine coming in just less the length of the tail. I'm going to hold up my finger and thumb there and come in with my scissors and mark it. I'm going to trim the excess over the bin. Now, just come in with your squirrel and get it tight to the shank of the hook as possible. And I want to come around with a pinching loop and then another. And nice tight turns of thread now to secure in the squirrel. Okay, now the squirrel fibres have a tendency to pull out, so it's best to put on some varnish onto your thread at this point, or what I'm going to do is just put on some super glue, just a wee lick of super glue onto the thread. Don't feel comfortable using super glue, just use the varnish. I'm going to bring this thread down with the super glue over the cut ends and back up again. Now there's a throat on the fly, so let me get it out. Should have had the hackle out and all, and it's a light blue hen hackle or cock hackle, whatever you've got. So I'm just going to take a feather off the cape. Just going to take away all the rubbish at the bottom. Just bring the fibres out from the stem. And then just take a couple of pinches of the fibre. Yeah, we'll start for this underneath the hook. Now, I'm just going to have it coming back, touching the oval silver tinsel tag at the back, hold it underneath, just come round with a pinching loop. A couple of loose turns just to secure it in. And if you can spin your vise round, spin it round, have a wee look, see what way you're sitting. Just have a wee look. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. So what I want to do is I want to tighten up, coming back up towards the wing. Just keep the face round this way. We'll come in and trim the hen fibre away. And then I'm going to bring my thread down over this, tying this in nice and tight. Just make sure it's all tied in. You're building the head up at the same time at this point. Bring the thread back up, tight to the wing. Okay. Now at this point, just going to keep your thread tight, and we're just going to come in and throw in a whip finish. Any wee bits of blue that you see, you can tidy these up at the same time. Right, nice and tight. Pull the thread up. Then you can come in and trim away the thread. Now, first coat on the head, super glue, just to seal everything up. Just on the head, don't want it on the wing or into the haggle fibres. It'll just ruin the fly on you. And there you go, that's the wee fly. Now once that super glue's finished or dried, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal everything up. Good looking wee fly. Tie it up, tie a few up, and hopefully the fly can catch you a few fish.